Hi guys, today we are learning about IAM, Identity Access Management, a service in AWS. And here, first of all, in IAM, what is IAM? IAM is nothing but AWS Identity Access Management is a web service that helps you securely control access control to AWS resources. With IAM, you can centrally manage permissions that control which AWS resources users can access. You use IAM to control who is authenticated, signing, and authorized has permission to use resources. This is nothing but we have IAM for controlling our AWS account, and it has many features like users, user groups, roles, policies, and identity providers. Okay, so here we are discussing about users. So first of all, what is user? A user is nothing but a credential. A user is a person or a company or an application with some credentials, right? Okay, so first of all, what is a user? An IAM user is a resource in IAM that has associated credentials and permissions, and IAM user can represent a person or an application that uses its credential to make AWS requests. This is typically referred to as a service account. So here we are using user as an example of Facebook. Okay, so what is Facebook? Facebook is an application for social platform, right? So here for Facebook we need to log in first. So first of all, while we are creating a user account in AWS or in Facebook, so we need to give our credentials like username, passwords, emails, and all. So while we are creating an account, these details is saved in AWS or Facebook database, and here the data is transferred to the database. And when we are putting our credential to the Facebook login page, and an API request or API call is going to the Facebook database, so that we are getting authorized to that authorized to enter Facebook, right? So we have a permission for entering the Facebook account, and we are using that. So same as that, here we have AWS credential to manage AWS user account. So then after that we have MFA, multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication is nothing but it's an extra layer protection for AWS account. Example as OTP, RSA token. Here we are using Google Authenticator as a multi-factor authentication. So next it is user groups. User groups is nothing but a user group is a collection of IAM users. User groups to specify permission for a collection of users. So here a set of group is created, and some permission is attached to the user group, and to that group we are adding our newly added users to this group. So the permission of this group will be attached to the user also. So while we are creating the users, we can see. Okay, so next, roles is nothing but an IAM role is an identity you can create that as specific permission with credentials that are valid for short duration. Roles are nothing but we are creating a role for a application or a person. So after that, it's for short duration. We can automate that for 30 hours, 30 minutes, or 1 hour. We can monitor that. Okay, so policy. A policy is an object in AWS that defines permission. There are 135 plus policies that are created by Amazon itself. Also you can create some custom policies in AWS. Okay, so some policies are different types of policies: identity based policies, resource based policy, and managed policy, and inline policy. Then here we can learn about identity based policy. These are attached to the IAM user groups or roles. These policies are mainly for permission and can be managed in inline. So here the identity based policies group are attached to the group and users. Okay, so resource based policies, these policies are attached with the resources such as S3, EC2, and KMS in AWS services. So after that, managed policies are only for the managed policies can be attached to one or more user or one or more resources. And inline policies, nothing that opposite to the manage policy, it can only be attached to the one of the user or one of the resources such as S3 or IAM user. So here the policy will not be available after deleting the user or after deleting the resources. So then after that, identity providers. Identity providers are used for managing your user identities outside from the database. Here, example, some of the identity providers are SAML 2.0 of Microsoft. We are using as a database for getting the information of peoples. So here SAML 2.0 is used for identity provider. So we are going to the next topic, how to create an IAM user. So first of all, you need to create a root user and log into that root user. Give your account ID, then your password. Yeah, soon before I created the account, and also I need to give the MFA code for that. Yeah, we have logged in. Then go to IAM. Go to users, and here we have an option for adding users, right? So add user, name the user as, right now I'm giving the username as Alex, and here we have an option for enable access control console access, right? It is optional. The console access means we have the window of this, we are seeing this window, right? This is the console, and we have another option for creating a programmatic access. Also we can have the access ID and also secret access ID. Then with that secret access and access key, we can log into the our AWS account while using this command prompt line. Okay, so it is for programmatic access. So right now we are creating a console access and creating a user. So console password, there are two options for creating password. One is auto generated password, one is custom generated password. Right now we are clicking custom password and giving name as Alex1234, and here show password. Yeah, Alex1234. Here we have another option of user must create a new password at next signing. It's only recommended, but right now we are unticking that, because while we are signing to this account, we need to create a new password, or we need to create one more password for this account at next signing. So we need to have that option, so we are unticking. Then go to next. Yeah, here I told that there are several types of policies and permissions. So for creating a user, we need a permission, right? So first of all, we have an option for adding this user to a group. So the policies which attach to that group will be added to this user. Then secondly, we have an option for copy permissions from another user. So we are going for the third option, that is attach policies directly, because recently I told you that 1035 policies are created by Amazon itself, and almost every policies will be here in Amazon itself. So we are selecting the administration access. Here administration access means the all policies which all the permissions will be enabled, and the policies which will not be enabled for the admin user will be deleting the root user, and we cannot see the billing dashboard of the account. So these are the two permission will that IAM user will not be having. Okay, So noted that, and we are going for the next, and we have the review of the creating a user account. So create a user account. Always we have to confirm that we are downloading the .csv file, because while we are losing the account credentials, we need to go to that credentials and find the account id and password. Also, we have an option for email sign in instructions. Also, you can send it to the email of which you want, and here return to the list. Yeah, our Alex user is created, and the last activity is never. We haven't logged into that account, and we can log into that account by incognito tab, and go to the credentials and copy the user access console sign in id and paste it in your browser. Here we can see the account id here itself, right? Your username is Alex, right? Alex. Password is Alex 1234. Yeah, go to sign in. Yeah, here we can see that our account is opened, and we can search for every resources such as IAM, S3, EC2, and RDS. We can have the permission for every users. So every time that AWS is recommended to use an IAM user with an admin policies, after creating a root user, you need to create an admin user and log out from that root user and use that admin user. Okay, so that is what the Amazon is recommended. Okay, so here we have an option for add MFA for yourself, right? So click on that for multi-factor authentication. It is an extra layer for security, and yeah, it's taking a little bit time. And also here yeah, we can learn it tomorrow's class, and right now I'm stopping my class and also have a little bit work. So thank you for watching.